Because, and this is, a lot of people don't understand this about like what I do. Hi, Big Rose. What up, Lily? The videos and like the public stuff about what I specifically do is always the small side of it, right? I always do more on the back end. So I have been in touch with the investigator, you know. So everything that Gabby does that is either kind of contradicting. I also had contact with Great Wolf Lodge trying to get my hands on their surveillance about who filmed that video. I also did speak to the investigator about me going to Great Wolf Lodge to try to get that footage, because it is my opinion that she had somebody film it. And I know that they hold the key to that. So, and if I can't get it, that investigator can. Right? And if we could get that footage, we can verify or identify the person that took that video and posted it on a troll account, right? Even though I firmly do believe that it was Gabby or somebody that was with her, right? Other than that, if you are sitting, just general, what up, Smiley? I hope you're doing all right. Thank you. Also, I just wanted to let you know, Gabby, the people that support you and they're sending threatening DMs to people, etc., and you are not publicly denouncing that type of behavior, the investigator has it, okay? Because when you don't publicly denounce that behavior, right, then it looks like you condone it, almost like you support it. Hi, Beans! Okay, so the investigator also gets any threat that people get in their DMs. Okay? Just so we're all on the same page. Also, you probably couldn't claim stalking if you're going into a private chat. That's you stalking them, babe. All right. See, normally, and I did talk to the investigator about this as well. I, right now, currently have a permanent restraining order against an individual. I don't speak publicly about where I'll be, when I'll be there, what times, etc., because I try to avoid a situation. So it's a little strange to me that somebody that is claiming Beans, essentially. It's a little strange to me that somebody that is claiming that she's being stalked is always giving away her location, time, date, whatever, right? Hi, Dirty Hooker. Thank you. Also, if you are then seeking out these places, if you are seeking out private chats, etc., going into going into those chats, that's not stalking, babe. All right. That is you seeking that stuff out. That is not stalking. All right. So I just wanted to go over that live. I'm sorry, my YouTube open's playing, and just real quick go through that. Okay. Yes, allegedly, it's exactly what it is. Just also real quick, if you have to go into a Telegram group that you know you're the topic, hi Becky, that you know that you're the topic of conversation in, right? You know, it kind of gives I'm desperate for some type of drama to talk about because I don't have content. What up, Shadow Talk? It's you know, contradictory to what you're actually saying things are. I did not see the podcast yet. I don't know if I'll watch it, to be honest. Hi, OG. It might make my ears bleed, you know, but we'll see. Sorry, y'all. I'm a little handicapped here. Just bear with me. Why did this disconnect? I'm sorry. Bear with me, y'all. My arm is a problem. You know, I can't, I keep saying, I feel like I have T-Rex arms, because I kind of can't. What up, Cali girl? There is no, listen to me. She didn't purchase that. I know Mouse Potato has it. I've actually been falling asleep catching up with Mouse Potato. I don't know what's going on here. Bear with me, y'all. Yeah, it was literally a 3-way call. I bet it was. And here's the thing. I don't know about y'all, but for me, thank you, Christy. I like to get and this is just so everybody is aware, until that investigator had contact with people from the other side and got the full picture, he believed that these things were happening to her. He doesn't believe that anymore, right? But because when you see the full picture, hi here for the fun, how are you? You can't, hi Black Dove, you can't see that, right? Because I promise you that if this girl was really being cyberbullied or cyber harassed, what up, Kim? Then she would remove this, the internet, the aggravating factor. I also find it incredibly strange. Gabby's using... Some of y'all crack me up. I also find it like incredibly, I lost my train of thought now. It's just strange to me, Gabby, altogether. It's just strange to me. If my, hi Chuck, I hope you're doing okay. Don't leave the boxes closed for now. Who is it? I can't use this song. Who is it? Yeah, leave them closed for now, please and thank you. You can't do that, right? It's also incredibly frustrating. I'll be honest, Elizabeth. It's like psychosis. That's what that type of unhinged rant. That's what that says to me. Is like you need to start getting some sleep, all right? Because it's a problem. It is a problem. The unhinged rants. Thank you, Smiley. Are just wild to me. And if that was somebody in my family, I'd be trying to do something in order to get her the mental health help that she needs. Thank you, Jody. I agree. Okay, and it is not stalking when you seek it out. That's true as well. It's crazy to me that she does this thing, right? Like PTSD. I have diagnosed PTSD. Girl, anybody with PTSD does not actively seek their triggers out, okay? Thank you, Nisi. Green night, girl. How are you? People with PTSD, all right, do not purposely put themselves in a situation where they will be faced with triggers to their PTSD. And that just proves to me that you really don't know what PTSD is. Hi, Tori, I see you. All right? PTSD is not what you think it is, Gabby. And again, vile how you're using something serious that people suffer with daily and minimizing it in order to be about you. All right? It's a problem. This is why people have the problems they have with you. You want me to, I'll read the email to the investigator. You want to hear that? Hold on. It is, Erin, I know. Right, 100%. Hi, Birder. Right, it truly is. What up, Pity Boss? It is crazy to me. That's just not how things go, right? So I emailed him and I said, I was giving you contact information. That's where my concern is as well. So you're not alone. Her unhinged rants, I think I said this. Hi, Gazebo, in a video that I posted about her the other day. It's concerning at this point, and like borderline unsafe environment, which I do say in this email as well. Also, I know that she has a new case. I know that it's there. What up, Val Pal? I know that she has a new case. I don't know what it is. And until that person is served or it is made public, we won't be able to identify it. Right. I was giving your info a bit back, meant to email you, offer my assistance regarding your open investigation with Gabrielle Jacobson and her aggravated stalking. I just moved back to Florida and got tied up with my priorities, so I apologize for taking so long. I cover Gabrielle. Oh, good. I'm glad that Danny's out of the hospital, though. I cover Gabrielle on my YouTube channel, and I have a Dropbox full of a wealth of information regarding her behavior. First, I'm gonna give you, I'm sorry, I'm going to ignore the comments because I'll get distracted. I'll give you a synopsis about my platform so you understand how I got involved here. My platform has always been a safe place for victim and advocacy regarding any type of abuse. I myself am an institutionalized child abuse survivor as well as domestic survivor, and I have years clean. In the last year, my platform has shifted more and more, become focused on neglectful and abusive mothers that exploit their children for internet fame. I've been monitoring Gabrielle Jacobson ever since my friend finds out was served. I'm sorry, I lost my place. Was served with a cease and desist that Gabby had a friend write from a fictitious law firm. Gabby has since tried to take her to court 6 times in 3 different jurisdictions in an attempt to blame Finds Out for things that she's never done. Luckily, the court saw through Gabrielle's manipulation and dismissed it for the last time in the month. After Gabrielle faked another miscarriage and produced fake medical documents, my comment sections became filled with women begging me to cover her because Gabrielle continued to lie instead of just admitting that she lied and hurt people. I decided that I would finish the series that I'd been covering and then shift my focus to Gabrielle. I plan to black out on TikTok to serve as a peaceful protest to boycott I see you, Jeff, Gabrielle's online antics. So far, the blackout has been successful in keeping Gabrielle's numbers lower than they've been in the last year. Gabrielle has this idea that she could walk into the court or police station with screenshots of comment sections and blame them on people that are not doing anything of the sort. In fact, she has in several occasions used your investigation as an intimidation factor to scare people that were just voicing their opinion on Gabrielle's behavior. Meanwhile, in talking to you, I'm sure that Gabrielle has left out any accounts that were that she herself has made in nasty names to leave nasty comments about herself. While Gabrielle complains about Discord servers, there is proof of her and her fiance going into Discord servers with disparaging names about herself and making nasty comments as well. Gabrielle has a long history of not only making accounts to troll herself, but also fabricating evidence when she is called out on her lies and using any situation in order to victimize herself, because in her world, sympathy equals money. What's happening on the internet regarding Gabrielle is solely due to her own actions, right? She refuses to acknowledge the things that she's done and lied about in an attempt to victimize herself and increase viewership. Hi, Heather. In fact, I publicly denounce anyone that sends her text messages or calls her, because I do consider that harassment, and it is a line that I will never condone. Hi, sugar. But at the same time, Gabrielle is also known for and has been caught sending herself absolutely disgusting texts as a mean to increase viewership and sympathy. The truth is, Gabrielle is live for 12 to 15 hours a day, exploiting her son and, in my opinion, neglecting his care. She uses sensitive situations such as miscarriages and PTSD as emotional manipulation, and then when people voice their opinion about the way Gabrielle has offended them, she cries and claims that she's bullied. I personally have over 100 emails from people regarding how Gabrielle's behavior has impacted them personally. In my opinion, Gabrielle is currently an unsafe environment for her son, and that concern is growing daily. Her behavior lately has become extremely unhinged. However, I understand that investigations take time, facts, and I do my best to tell people not to mass report because in my experience, it is counterproductive to the goal we're trying to achieve. A few nights ago, she smacked her 4-year-old son on his face in a live stream, and just the day before yesterday, she gave him a shower while on live in the bathroom. Not only does that child get ignored for the internet, but he also has no privacy. I am a firm believer in keeping children off the internet until they're able to consent to be filmed and understand what that actually means for them. I know how many pedophiles I come across on TikTok alone, and I always try to teach my followers about keeping their kids safe from the internet predators. Instead of Gabrielle keeping her child safe, she chooses to have the poor kid in his underwear front and center during a live stream. Lately, Gabrielle has been going on these extremely unhinged rants all hours of the night that appear to be chemically induced by abusing her prescription Adderall. Her nose is also extremely irritated, and that leads me to believe that she is also diverting said medication. A few weeks ago, Gabrielle went to Great Wolf Lodge in Florida. In my opinion, someone that is being stalked doesn't announce to the internet where they're going and when. Period. I myself have a permanent lifetime restraining order on an ex-fiance, and I am incredibly cautious of my surroundings, being that I never want my surroundings to be identifiable. Gabrielle does the exact opposite while claiming to be so afraid of the people on the internet when I have not encountered a single soul that would choose to be anywhere near her. Hi, Savannah. The weekend that Gabrielle went while she was on her way back home, a video of Gabrielle, a great wolf, popped up on a troll account. I do believe that Gabrielle had someone that was with her film that and post that video as an attempt to further her stalking claims. I've attempted to contact Great Wolf Lodge to see if they can access, this is before they answered me, just so everybody knows, to see if they can access the security footage, to see if the person that took that video can be identified. I 100% believe that it was something Gabrielle staged. Fact. I'm sure that your researches reach much further than mine do, so if you can access that, I'm sure it will help. I watch Gabrielle do these things on a daily basis, and I see that 99% of the people that discuss her on the internet are harmless. Fact. Voicing their opinion on her publicly viewable, horrific behavior is not against the law. I even encourage people to stay out of her lives because of the tendency of Gabrielle to rage bait, using sensitive topics just so she could get some interaction. Never mind the fact that there have been several people that have received threats from Gabrielle's supporters and never any of those coming from us. We do not accept that behavior, but Gabrielle not only accepts it, she condones it and encourages it. I can go on and on about the lack of a case against anyone but Gabrielle herself, but I'm sure that you have more important things to do than deal with fictitious crimes from a person that appears to slip more and more into some type of psychosis every day. Fact. If there is any way I can help, this is my email and I can be reached here. If it's proof you need of anything stated in this email or anything else regarding Gabrielle, if I don't have it myself, I can get it. Just let me know what you need. Thank you and stay safe. I then sent him 2 more emails. One was with DM threats that is coming, people are getting from somebody on Gabrielle's side. And another one was her being in that Telegram group. Okay? You can't claim to be stalked if you're seeking this stuff out. That's not how it goes, okay? That's not how it goes. So, I know it's because all she's doing is using it for content. Whoever runs it should kick her out. Why do you even have her in there? Why are y'all allowing her to use it to victimize herself? Boot her. Thank you, Linda Lou. Yeah, so I do believe it was her. That's just my opinion, okay? I can't prove it, right? But I do 100% believe it was her. Also, I got a DM from Jamie. I don't know, maybe last week. And you know, thank you, Luann. Hi, Lori. Right, I bet. Yeah, I wouldn't go in there. I don't really do stuff like that. I don't sit in Discord servers. Like, I just don't do that. I don't know what she's doing. I think...
Yeah, I'm too.
I'm not exactly sure. Yeah, Jamie, she sent me a DM like last week sometime. Thank you. Yeah, I did see something about that, and that's just crazy to me.
Yeah, I'll delete it.
Why are people stalking people and then posting proof on this here internet proving that you're stalking people? I'm just wondering. That's weird. Facts. Like, you're blatantly...
Yeah, I'll delete it.
It's crazy to me. Hi, Crazy Chrissy. Thank you. Hi, Smiley. Thank you. Weird, right? Like, if you're going to stalk somebody, shouldn't you not prove it. Like, literally give them the proof to... It's crazy to me. Right, B. Rose. I don't think that one...
Someone told me that they were talking about Cam, so I decided to see what the fuck they were saying about him.
This is what you'll call a justification, because people are telling her, why are you in there? Thank you, Tamara. Oh, that is so cute. That is adorable. Why are you... This is a lie, okay?
It's not trying to put my fucking mental health in a situation. It's that if they're going to talk about Cam, I have every right to fucking find out what the fuck they're saying about him.
How about you just get off the internet and protect your kid? How about that? No? How about no? That's the vibe I'm getting. Anything but that.
If I don't know what's going on behind closed doors, then who's gonna tell me? Who's gonna do it for me?
Oh, you don't have an army? That sucks, you know?
Who's gonna tell me that what they're doing, like honestly, someone's gotta do it. You think I like doing this? You think I like seeing all this and hearing like this? Fuck no.
Yes, I do. I do. I agree. Hi, Scammy Claus. How are you? I agree. 100%. She likes it. 100%.
Where are my keys?
Telegram is like an app that... It's almost like Reddit, kind of like a chat, if you will. Thanks, Phantom Bonds. I agree. 100%. She wants this 100%. 100%. Listen to me, y'all. When the blackout first started, right? When the blackout first started and her views got real low, right? She started realizing real quick that she got nothing without those people coming into her chat to talk shit to her. She doesn't have content. Now she's on this, I'm gonna be the savior of bullying. Every time you say that, you minimize what kids actually go through. I want you to understand that, all right? I want you to understand that every single time you jump on this app and talk about cyberbullying, you're minimizing and taking away from the kids that take their lives because of it, okay? Because people that are bullied, they're not doing anything in order to get that energy. You are a participant, Gabby. You understand that? Wild. It's crazy to me. Crazy. I did hear that, and you know. Thank you. I'm sorry. I'm really trying to keep up with the comments, y'all. I'm just struggling. I agree too, Linda. So I also I believe that she's not the only one. Lori does it too. They use religion as a as almost like a weapon to hide behind it. You understand what I mean? I agree. 100%. Right. Thank you. That's exactly what I mean. Hi, Sophie. I also saw that she increased her subscription amount, which I'll just let all y'all know, she did that with the fake miscarriage too. All right? Just so y'all know, she did that then too. Yep. Yeah, right. So I did report it for her, by the way. Hi, Vicky. Right, I'm trying to see if that, but this is her being, there's no transcript here. Her being in that chat is just so she has something to bitch about. That's it. Hi, Jamie. That's it. And listen, I don't know about y'all. Thank you, Lisa, not so loving. She was legitimately live all day, Mother's Day. Girl, how do you sit on lives like that? I don't understand it. Like, I know people, like, I come live to, like, say what I gotta say, and then I'm like, dude, hi, Mushroom, how are you? I've been struggling to get, like, into some type of routine like I had in Jersey, but I'm doing the best I can. That's just the best way I could put it. Right, Lisa, it's crazy to me. Sorry. It's crazy to me. Hi, Big Blue Eyes. Oh, you not? What do you mean? Feisty and I are fine. I'm gonna need more coffee. I just haven't really been around a lot. Right? Like, seriously, David. I got, what's it called? I got sun poisoning, like, the first day I was here, right? And then that took a bit to clear up, and now I have this T-Rex arm, is what I call it, and it's a little bothersome, if you will. But I'm struggling to find, like, a new normal, if you will. Thank you, Crazy Chrissy. I love you. I want to say something about, what up? One more oxymoron. That's one of my favorite acts, by the way. Okay? Just so you know. I just love it. And that's another one. You dirty hooker. Sorry. I think that, like, fuck, I forgot what it was that I wanted to... Mel being bullied. So here's the thing, right? I don't agree with that behavior. Do I think that her supporters should know the truth of what they're supporting? Yes, I do. However, Mel sent out a bunch of threatening DMs herself, right? So you get the energy you give. Just because hi dog mommy, just because I am really good at ignoring the shit that people say about me doesn't mean everybody is. You know what I mean? I say this about the WTF situation, right? I don't know. Oh no, pineapples, is everything okay? I'm from New York. I'm worried about the chickens. Right, so I don't necessarily trust many people at all at this point. But it happens. So if you're gonna be out here, sending threatening texts and DMs to people and in comments getting all, poking out your chest, you're gonna have to deal with it when it comes back. Right? So I don't normally agree with that. I stopped, it was months ago. I used to reach out to people and say, hey, just so you know, you're kind of, hi, Big Banks, just so you know, you're kind of on the wrong side of things, right? And I used to try to encourage that conversation. I no longer do that anymore. As a matter of fact, one of those situations right now are actually playing out on YouTube regarding, like, the Reaper and Janelle thing, right? Because I didn't reach out to Janelle and talk to her or ask her, X, Y, and Z. And I should have. I really should have. But I didn't, and then hi Donna, it kind of has negative effects. You know what I mean? So I stopped doing that across the board. Listen, y'all. The only thing that I could say, hi Angel, is I don't want people to attack Tracy. Because Tracy is just about to bring the truth of it to the forefront, right? Hi JP, how are you? I stepped back from Reaper a couple of months ago. Okay? The truth is always going to come out also. I personally stepped back from her a couple of months back, right? Just some things that were done that I wasn't necessarily comfortable with. And I quietly removed myself from the situation. I never intended on it being a public thing, right? I understood. What up, Little Reds? I know people were questioning things and wondering, and I just kind of ignored it. I really wasn't trying to be messy. But while I did that, there were things that were coming up that I was lied to about. 100% lied to about. Straight lie, right? After that happened, I started not necessarily, like, I wasn't planning on doing anything with it, right? However, it got to the point where I couldn't ignore it, right? And I know that people have this issue, like, why does it have to be drama? But then if we didn't talk about it, we'd be hypocrites, right? If we accepted that behavior from one of our own, we'd be called hypocrites, right? Janelle is okay. She's and there are a lot of us that feel duped. And the truth always comes out, yo. The truth always comes out. And it's unfortunate because I'm the kind of person that I would not have given a shit about her being arrested for stealing something. If I wouldn't have cared. If that's not who you are now, then why would it bother me? It wouldn't. But when you intentionally lie to me, that's different. Right? When you intentionally tell me that there's no warrant and these people are manufacturing documents, right? And because she was my friend, I thought, I didn't look, right? I didn't look. I typically don't do that to people that I'm friends with, right? Because I feel like it's an invasion of privacy, to be honest. But there were lies, blatant lies, right? There's a lot. There's a lot. And I don't mean, so we started, I should say, started getting emails regarding her a while back, and I really did ignore it, right? I know that people are kind of upset that I didn't judge her for her husband's crime, but that's not who I am. I'm not going to take out somebody else's actions on somebody that didn't do them. I am a firm believer in personal accountability, right? But there was no reason to lie to me, right? Like, there was no reason to lie to me. And that's all I could really say. It's disappointing because I did think that she was doing her research. I know 100% that Nicole gave her one thing. No, she won't. Nicole gave her a piece of proof regarding Lisa, and I know 100% that proof was posted and was not vetted because I know it wasn't true. And just to me, also, I just want to make this clear. Hi, Melissa. I really don't give a shit if people are monetized. I don't care. However, when you're monetized and you are pushing misinformation, it's that I have a problem with, right? I put this in my description of the video that I made yesterday. As for me, I've always felt this way, y'all. This is not new. I believe that with a platform, you have a duty, like an obligation, to make sure that the stuff that you are putting out is factual, right? And in the event that you find out that something that you posted isn't factual, you should immediately attempt to retract that, right? That's just my opinion. I've always felt that way. As of right now, I know 100% something that was posted that was wrong information that Nicole did give her. And you gotta vet your shit, right? That's the most important part of what I do. Is I don't know, Taylor. I'll be honest, I really don't know. And I understand having that friendship, right, because of the content that she posts, but Nicole is not a credible source. Anything coming from Nicole should have been vetted. And I can't say much more than that. But there's a lot of sus things, y'all. There really is. It's not just one thing. It's a bunch of things. And just for me, you know, it's out there is right, lucky little loser. And I am partially to blame as well, because I didn't look. Right? I didn't, what up, Panda? I didn't research because I thought that she was like me, you know? I didn't dig into it. And unfortunately, so I didn't mean for this to become a public topic of conversation. Hi, Kelly. And Anonymous, that's actually what it was that kind of made me draw the line. She texted me the other day and she said, the video that I posted, thank you, Tegan, the video that I posted a few days back supporting Mask Guy Johnny, I posted that video and she sent me a text message and said, who's attacking Mask Guy Johnny? This is what was it for me. And I was talking to Mask Guy Johnny at that point in time, right? So I went and I said, Reaper just texted me asking me who's attacking you. And he told me, well, that's weird. I blocked her this morning because she sided with Nicole. So if you know who's attacking Mask Guy Johnny, why are you texting me and playing stupid? Right? Bingo, Gabby. Bingo. Right? Why? That's when I blocked and just kept it moving. Right? The only thing that I really ask is don't attack her. Like Tracy, I promise you she's got the proof, y'all. I promise you she's got the proof. Right? I left that comment in her comment section for a reason, right? I did that, so I was trying to kind of mitigate Tracy getting attacked, you know? Because she doesn't deserve it. And I think that people need to understand that what Tracy's about to do is not fucking easy. It's not. It's not easy to build, okay, on a creator that is likable, right? It's not easy, and she's doing her due diligence, right? When I became friends with Reaper, there were a couple of people that were legitimately what I felt like were waving their arms to get my attention in order to tell me what a shitty person Reaper was, right? At the same time, they were also lying about me. Hi, Jesse. I hope Walter's okay. So I didn't take them as credible people, right? I'm literally watching you lie about me. Why would I believe anything that you have to say about this person that is my friend, right? Sadly, some of the stuff that they're saying is true. I know, Charlie's such a good boy. Some of the stuff that they say is true. What up, Albus? How are you? And that's disappointing. It really is disappointing. I don't give a shit. Just let me clear this up, all right? I don't give a shit. Is it for me? No, I wouldn't be, just strictly covering Lisa. I understand that people, I understand that people look for Lisa content, right? And I discussed this recently. I know that Lisa would bring me views. Those views aren't worth it to me. You understand that? It's not worth it to me to do that. That's just my opinion. Now, that doesn't mean that I give a shit what other people are doing, because I don't. It has nothing to do with that for me. However, I'm going to say this. Against my better judgment, I'm going to say it. If anyone has given Reaper money on the back end, can you please contact me? All right? That is where my problem comes in. All right? You can't stand on a platform and be against this one thing while having a warrant, an open warrant, and lying to your friends. Okay? When I tell y'all that there's a lot here, I mean it. And I understand that people are getting upset because Tracy has started dropping videos and people are confused and they don't know what's going on. Just give her some time. Just give her some time. That's all I'm asking. All right? And I'll be honest, the warrant thing, she fucking lied to me about, y'all. Straight lied to me about it. Told me that people were manufacturing documents while I was her friend and defending her publicly. I don't know about y'all, but like, I wouldn't put my friends in that position. I wouldn't. I would want my friend to know all of it. That way they knew how to defend me if they chose to defend me. Right? It was disappointing. It's disappointing, but it is what it is. Right? I say this a lot where, you meet somebody on the internet, y'all become friendly and you start talking, and then a couple of months later, you say, that's not really my type of person, and you distanced, which is exactly what I did. That's exactly what I did. But if I ignored and didn't discuss the things that I know, so she's lying to her subscribers, y'all. That's a fact. I don't know. But she's got one. She's got one. And like, so a couple of months back, Reaper and I were doing like weekly panel type lives, just catching up over that week, right? In those lives, Reaper would say, half of the super chats go to Villain. And I told her, I don't do that. I no thank you. I appreciate it, but no thank you. Right? The night that she did the Victoria watch party, okay, somebody texted me and said, do you know that Reaper is saying all super chats, half the super chats will go to you? And I was like, fuck. She didn't come to me until after she said it, okay? So that's not truth either. I don't do that. I don't do that type of shit. It's not the kind of way that I am, and she knew prior to doing that I was uncomfortable with it, right? So she didn't tell me until after the fact. All right? When YouTube payday came, December, which is what I backed away. That's how long this has been a thing. All right, I backed away because not only did you know that that was something I don't like, right? You did it again and didn't even ask me first or talk to me about it. And I was uncomfortable with it. I was uncomfortable with it. I didn't like it. So I just figured that payday would come and I would just ignore it, right? I would just ignore whatever. When she texted me on YouTube payday, I ignored it for a bit because I needed to figure out how I was going to go about it because I was not accepting that money, right? So once I came up with a way, I said, just donate it, whatever. She donated it, no problem. I figured, all right, done. Move on. I didn't intend on speaking publicly. Her name is Tracy. I call her Tracy Noel, but her name is Tracy Unfiltered, which also brings me to the screenshot that Kim Rhea posted, and I believe Kim made a mistake and just said Tracy Unfiltered. Couple of things about that screenshot, okay? Number one, Tracy spells her name C-I-E, not Y. All right? On top of that, all right, Kim did release the first couple of last names on the last name. She did give that to somebody, and that's not Tracy's name. All right. Nicole, on a recorded call, was going on and on and on about how I was not getting in the middle of Tracy and Reaper's shit. If I would have gotten in the middle of it, I would have been on Tracy's side. It doesn't matter if you're my friend. If you are wrong, you are wrong. Right? It's unfortunate. It sucks. But just because you're my friend does not mean that I'm going to ignore your shitty behavior. That's not what it means. If anything, it's the other way because I expect better from people that are my friends. Right? So that happened. I went into Outlaws. You were there. Cliff Notes Live. And I said, listen, I've known Tracy longer than I've known a lot of people. A lot of people. I've probably known Tracy 3 or 4 years. And I know that Tracy wouldn't lie. If she's saying it's not her, it's not her. I asked for the screenshot unedited. I didn't get it, but I don't need it because I know it wasn't Tracy. So it should have been really easy to just correct and be done with it. What Reaper clearly did not know is how good Tracy is at digging up information, right? Tracy had a conversation with Pittsburgh police a couple of months back, and she told Reaper what they told her, which was a clear and direct path to have Lisa Richard charged. Reaper didn't talk about that publicly. If your intentions are for Lisa to be charged, why wouldn't you have given that information to the public so that the public could take care of it? It's just, it's a lot of little things that just in together, it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. 100% you could show proof while protecting sources, but if your source is anonymous, what are you protecting? If your source is anonymous, what are you protecting? It's unfortunate, okay? And I'm not telling y'all this so that y'all go attack Reaper. I'm not doing that. I just want people to listen to Tracy and not attack Tracy. That's my concern. And I really tried when I left that comment on Tracy's video. I did that for a reason. And I really thought that me doing that, people would be like, villains in the comments, so she must know something we don't know, right? It's not good. It's not good. It's not good. And unfortunately, it's not going to get any better. It's going to take Tracy some time to put everything together. Okay? Oh, you're good. It's going to take us some time. The only thing that I ask is that y'all don't attack her. Don't attack her. She's not wrong. She's not wrong. No, Smitty. Janelle was... So let me explain that real quick so that people understand, right? Fruit Cocktail dropped a recorded call that... of Nicole. Nicole was on the line saying that Reaper... Hi, Struggles. Janelle's... Reaper, Nicole, and hi. Reaper, Nicole, and Janelle were on the call for 3 hours trying to put together this screenshot, which was about WTF. 100% about WTF. I also, real quick, while I'm here, I want to make it clear that I 100% stand on everything that I said regarding the criminal case that WTF has, period. Okay? I've seen the proof. Another report was filed 2 days ago. I have that as well. All right? Just getting that out of the way. That happened. Tracy made a video and mentioned Janelle. Okay? Hi, Ryan. Janelle obviously texts me and is like, what the fuck is going on? That during that phone call that Nicole was talking about, they were talking about screenshots of something with WTF, and they were trying to see if they were fake screenshots. That's all Janelle knew. Janelle didn't know about all this other shit going on with WTF, and to be completely honest, that was Reaper's duty before putting her in the middle of it. That was Reaper's responsibility. Reaper should have told her friend, hey, this is a little deep. Do you mind if we hop on this call real quick? Chris, I think all of us are, to be honest. And this happens. Like, it happens. It's perfectly normal to happen. But if we didn't say anything, we'd be hypocrites, right? If we just put blinders on and ignored the behavior, the dishonesty, we'd be hypocrites, right? So it's a lose-lose situation for us. I don't know about y'all, but for me, I'm gonna go with what my gut says. Right, and Outlaws, you're right, because I wanted to believe her. But there's too many instances that I can't ignore. And if Tracy wants to publicly address it all, I'm gonna support her. I think that it's wild that we've come to this point where if somebody is calling out Reaper, they're supporting Lisa. No, that's not it. Listen to me, y'all. I got a lot of shit when I became friends with Reaper, okay? I took a lot of shit for it, all right? I didn't judge her for her husband's crime. I still don't, to be completely honest. However, my issue right now is with Reaper's actions and no one else's. Like, nobody else. You follow me? That's Tracy in the chat right there. I gave her a chance for friendship, right? Despite what her husband did. And I think that a lot of people, they don't necessarily understand why I did that. I give everybody the same chance. Until you show me that I should be treating you differently, I won't. And I think that, like, the lifestyle that I come from, and I know that people are going to have a problem with me saying that, but, like, the lifestyle that I come from, it was a frequent problem. That doesn't mean that I'm okay with it. I'll tell you that. That doesn't mean that I support it, that like it's an okay thing to do to me, because I promise you, a couple of months back, she asked me to help her dig in order to help his parole, and I just straight fucking ignored the question. That's not something I want any part of. But the lies, nobody did that to her. She did it. She did it. She did that. Nobody else. You know what I mean? That's Tracy in the chat. Yeah. So the only thing that I ask is that people don't attack her. Listen with, thank you. Exactly, Tracy. And like, when the warrant thing came up, hi Flyers, when the warrant thing came up, right, I was kind of like, I wouldn't have cared. If I'm being completely honest, y'all, I wouldn't have fucking cared. Would I have kind of side-eyed it with you running like this type of platform and you got an open warrant? Probably. I probably would have. But I wouldn't have like shunned her or turned against her or any of that stuff. I wouldn't have done that. So why lie to me about it? You know what I mean? Why would you lie to me about it? Like actual lie. These people are manufacturing documents. Why? Why would you do that? Why lie and say you were arrested for chicken? Why lie? But these are things that I didn't really pay attention to until after. But I promise you, like y'all, I was probably like, what in the fuck, right? Or ignored it completely. I get it. I understand it. However, it's the truth. It's the truth. What up, Crimson? Right, Lily. And it's unfortunate. And there are people in the chat that know that I had stepped back from her a while ago. So the only thing, way more. What up, Supermom? Way more than the cost of chicken. Way more. But again, I didn't ever look at that. Like I never really looked into it until after the fact. I would not have given a shit, y'all, if she, what up, Sherry? If she got arrested a couple of years back for stealing chicken, I would not have given a fuck. As long as you're trying to be a better person today than you were yesterday, I don't give a fuck what you did. That's just the truth of it. But you lied to me about it. And when you lie to me about it, you're intentionally trying to keep me from... That's not good. I don't lie to my friends. I agree, Melina, and that's why I wouldn't care. I wouldn't have cared. Honestly, I would not, I swear to y'all, I would not have cared if she got arrested 6 months ago for stealing, I don't even care what. I would not care. But when you lie to me about it, while simultaneously attempting to have a platform like that, it's not a good, sorry y'all, I got a puzzle piece, bear with me. It's not a thing. I can't, me too, Melina. I have a problem with the lies, right? Because if you're honest with me, we could generally get through anything. Yeah, I could see you, Mama. My comments are just flying by. Right, Lucky Little Loser. Again, that is another thing that I believe that she didn't want to lose Nicole as a source. I'm not trying to hurt her, right? I'm not trying to do any of that. I feel lied to and gaslit. So I get it, right? Mask Guy Johnny feels lied to and fucking, like, can you imagine what somebody that you think that is your friend, hi Tech, somebody that you think is your friend saying and taking Nicole's side after Mask Guy Johnny did nothing. He was nothing but fucking kind to her. I'm sorry, Nicole, I didn't expect for this to happen, blah, blah, blah. He was an actual man about it. He could have fucking ghosted her. He didn't. But then she starts attacking him the day his mother dies. And somebody that you think is your friend says, well, what did you think? You did that to Nicole. What? That's not the kind of person I want near me. It's just not. It's just not. Because if you're going to protect, let's be real, Nicole has done some fucked up shit the last month and a half, okay? Continuing to get worse every day. That's the kind of person you're going to protect over your friends? Yeah. That's crazy to me. That's actually why I blocked her, was that right there. Because she texted me playing stupid. Was it you I was talking to, Tracy? When that happened, when I said was that you or was it Mask Guy? I said she just texted me asking me who's attacking him. And they said, well, she knows. He blocked her for it this morning. Right, it was you, right? And I was like, well, then why is she texting me, asking me who's attacking him if she knows? Just to feel me out. That's why. And that is what made me block her. Because nope. What up, Raggedy? And like I was talking to somebody in comments, I think it was your comments actually, Tracy, this morning. Yeah, wild, Raggedy, wild. And I said something in your comments. They were talking about how you got Jessica, oh, maybe it was my comments, how you got Jessica Kent's juvenile record. And I was like, no, Jessica Kent was supposed to post her juvenile record to confirm that she did the 5 years that she built her platform on saying, like, you definitely got the wrong one. If Jessica Kent has a whole playlist for a reason, right? It's crazy. Yeah, I was like, you definitely, and I guess that's the thing that a lot of people don't, like, I know people from different communities, right? So you're not going to be able to come in my comments and give me a Jessica Kent version when I know she's a whole fraud. It's not going to happen. I know. So the only thing that I ask is that y'all give her the space to get it out. Oh yeah, she's a whole fraud. A whole fraud. You didn't know that? Jessica Kent's a whole fraud. And granted, maybe Reaper didn't know that Tracy was the one that dug all that information up to expose Jessica Kent as a fraud when she said she was giving Lisa money. Maybe she didn't know that. It just goes to show, maybe you should be a little cautious who you're trying to smear. Jessica Kent is a prison content creator that built her platform on a bunch of lies. Yeah, that's who Jessica Kent is. That's just the hi, Ray. I hope you're doing all right. That's the best way I could put it. I do have a playlist on YouTube, and Tracy is the one that provided those documents to me. I'm sorry. Yeah, no, she lied. Sorry, y'all. She didn't give birth chained to a bed either. Shocks, I know. No, she did go to prison. She didn't do 5 years. And she did not give birth chained to a bed. You know? Just so you know. Yeah, no, that was not factual. And when people called her out, it was a crazy time, y'all. It was a crazy time. And like, here's the thing, right? Why can't you just be, why can't people see that, like, if you're honest, nobody could call you a liar. If you're honest, how can people call you a liar? But yeah, Jessica Kent's another deep rabbit hole. I don't have a new email. It's crazy. It's all crazy. Always, listen to me, y'all. I don't know how many times I say it. Listen, you could try to hide the truth as much as you want, all right? It is always going to come out. As a matter of fact, in a lot of cases, the more you try to hide and stop the truth from coming out, it finds a way. Always. I know, none of them will. Right, so that's where I'm at, right? I kind of stepped back. It was that initial issue. I didn't say anything. I just kind of put some distance there, went about my business, right? I tried not to share spaces with her. I didn't really speak to her. And I really did intend, hi Mary Jo, I really did intend on just dealing with it quietly. Hi, Gabby's coloring book. But is it fair that she's lying to y'all? I'm just wondering. Hi, Lucy Lou. Should I know these things and not let people know it? What up, Mr. Nicole? How are you? What up, Big Dog Lefty? Is that what I'm supposed to do? What up, Bugs? I'm telling you. So, like, you could be upset about it, right? Like, you could certainly be upset about it, but it's not gonna affect me. It's just not. I'm not the one that is out here deceiving y'all. It sucks, but it is what it is. Right. I don't really give a shit. Amen. And listen, I say this sometimes. People think that, like, if people are my friends, I look the other way. No. Absolutely fucking not. I don't know. Mommy is 7. There's a lot that I question now, to be honest. A lot. And that's unfortunate. I know a lot of people tried to tell me about Reaper for a long time. And I wasn't in a place that I could listen, right? It wasn't until, her doing something, hi, Kick Rocks, her doing something that I explicitly told her I did not want done, that I kind of was like, wait a second, right? And since then, it's just been one thing after the next. I agree, Gymnast Girl, and I firmly believe that. I really do. I really do believe that if we are... I couldn't know that the things that I was giving y'all was incorrect and continue. You know what I mean? People look to me for factual information. So if I'm gathering information and I'm not vetting that information, what do I look like? That's what y'all come to me for. It's unfortunate. It is really and Phantom, I even understand that people value different values more than others. I even get that, right? It just so happens that for me, my integrity is one of my most valued, like, traits about me. It sucks. Listen, y'all, it sucks. I know it's never easy to find out that somebody that you trusted was lied to you. I understand that. I really do. I get it. And there is a lot of people that are on in that same, yeah, Tracy covered Jessica, that's how I met her. There are a lot of people that feel that as well, right? So maybe we'll see what Reaper does. Maybe she'll get on a video and tell everybody what she's lied about. Maybe. I don't know. You know? I wouldn't it would be the right thing to do, and it may mitigate the damage to some extent, but it does it right, exactly. It's not going to affect me, you know what I mean? I don't care what the warrant is for. Let me make that clear. I don't care what the warrant was for. She lied to me about it. Point blank, period. It was a lie. When she didn't have to lie to me. You follow me? Right. No, Raggedy, I know now. I didn't know then. So she says that she got arrested for shoplifting chicken, but on the police report, it's like $153. So how could it be just chicken? Hi, Princess Peach. You're right. I know she said but this is just things that I'm doing off the top of my head that are coming to me, right? I know 100%, y'all, that she took something from Nicole. There's proof, okay? She took something from Nicole that Nicole said, this is a constable in front of Lisa's parents' house, right? And I know 100% that was not the constable. I know that 100% that's not who it was. So do other people, unfortunately. So clearly you're taking things from Nicole and not vetting it and putting it public. No, it was not the constable, y'all. I don't know. Yeah, I don't give a shit about Nicole. So I know 100% that she's taking things that Nicole has told her and not vetting it at all. You find Nicole to be credible? You better vet that shit. Good afternoon, Shelly. Yeah, it's super disappointing, y'all. It really is. I'm not going to say that it's not disappointing. It's disappointing. However, for me, I'm not even telling any of y'all not to still support her. That's not what I'm saying. The only thing that I'm saying is don't attack Tracy. Because I promise you that if you're attacking Tracy in her comment section, you're going to owe her an apology. I'm just letting you know, because there's proof. There is proof that Reaper has lied about a decent amount of stuff. Yeah, no, Janelle is not a part of it at all. The only reason why Janelle got brought into it was because of the recorded call. All that straightened out. Janelle doesn't want anything to do with it, and I support that. Right? I understand that for people that don't do this type of stuff, it's a lot. And Janelle does have other things to worry about, and she's got to deal with that. However, if you are on the fence, the only thing I'm asking is don't attack Tracy. If you're going to watch her shit, watch it. I promise you that after seeing it all, you won't be on Reaper's side. Y'all can make that choice yourself. I'm not going to force you to do it. Hi, Sour Skittles. All I'm saying is that don't attack Tracy, because it's there. It's really there. And it sucks. And Well, but 1 foot high, Tanya, it's a lot. It is a lot to go through. Vet. Because not everybody will rest their credibility on Nicole type people, right? Yes, she was. Not any longer. All right. Tracy is, her YouTube, is it Tracy Noel or is it Tracy Unfiltered? Because I call you Tracy Noel, but I'll get it. Hold on. Oof, Danny looks rough, y'all. Tracy Unfiltered, yeah. Tracy Unfiltered is her ad on YouTube. I haven't, Lady of the Manor, and I'm about to end. I'll probably listen to it while I'm cooking or something. No, I don't plan on doing a playlist on Reaper. I'm supporting Tracy and what Tracy does, and I will chime in if I need to. But just don't attack her, y'all. Because I don't know about y'all, but I prefer to not have to owe out a million apologies, you know? It's just my personal opinion. Right, I don't have, I'm telling you, I'm fucking struggling here with my T-Rex arm, y'all. This shit is no joke. Right, and that's the thing, like in that recorded call, you hear Nicole saying, Villain's not getting involved with Tracy Unfiltered and Reaper or KB. And I'm not going to get involved if I think that that person is wrong. You got the wrong idea of what I do here. That's not what I do here. I'm not going to let somebody be wrong, lie, exploit, and then support that. You got me all the way fucked up if that's what you think. No, I have, where, Ethel? Tell me right now. Email me. I have bursitis. And trust, neither myself nor Tracy cover Lisa Richard. So why would it be about Lisa Richard? But guess what? I think that y'all know by now, right? I don't give a shit if it's Lisa Richard. A lie is a lie is a lie. Period. I don't care if you lie about Lisa Richard. It's still a lie to me in my world, right? Yeah, I'm working on it. Lori Jones. Lori Jones is still selling her daughter's secrets and lying for a frappe. Wild. So what I did was I just screen recorded it all and threw it in the file that she really is triggered by. Okay? That file, big triggered, y'all. Big triggered over that file. Okay? The first time they went to court, the judge was going to place those kids with Benny. And Andy said, wait a second, and pulled one thing out of that file. And wound up with the kids being with him. One thing. Just one. That file is Lori wishes that she could see that bitch, because it's a big deal, if you will. You know? Yeah, I think that she thought that she was talking about playlist, but it's a file. It's a Google Drive, and that Google Drive has everything that Andy needs and authorities, really, to keep those kids safe, because guess what? That's my goal, you know? That's what I'm there for. Hi, Jess. I'm about to end, but she was wildin'. Right, Traffic Keeper. It's embarrassing, you know? I think, listen, I'll say this. I don't really watch her either. I'll say this. Andy has learned. No, I didn't. I really don't keep up with her like that, y'all. What up, Mahalo? Andy has learned. Hi, superstar. I'm about to end. She is seething with jealousy with Naked Butterfly, to be honest. Okay. And Andy has learned that she's playing games in order to get him to react. You understand me? So he's gotten very good at not addressing it and giving her that reaction. I don't know Nicole's TikTok page, but apparently she's still fucking spiraling on it, and I still don't give a fuck, bitch, you know? I still don't care. So, right, Lucy, I know he's not stupid, but it took him some time to get used to, like, what she's using to trigger him to react, if that makes sense. And he's gotten a lot better with it. Nicole is a loudmouth, clickety-clack, you know, that's Nicole. I'm gonna get the villain kitten. Have y'all seen her yet? She's so cute. I'm gonna get her. I'm working on, I think Mike is imaginary. That's what I think. Duh. I'm going to get, listen, I giggled at that, okay? I did Gabby at the beginning. Like Soccer Guy. I agree. I just think Mike is all the way fictional. Like, this isn't even a person that, like, she's trying to make, but I just think he's not, he doesn't exist. Lawyer Boss needs to worry about, you know, she does have an upcoming court date, just so you know. So I don't know if that's going to be made public, but she does have an upcoming court date. I believe that too, just so you know, that it is from the thrift store. I know, I get it. I am, Megan. I'm working on it. I hope that everybody has a good night. What's for dinner? I haven't gotten it yet. Of course she did. She went private, but she's not hurting any. Listen to me, y'all. These people always think that, it's so weird to me that they think that they're going to be the one to affect me, right? July is 5 years that I've been doing this type of call out stuff, right? Pork chop sounds good. And everybody always thinks they're going to be the ones to hurt me. Weird. Here I am, you know, not a single thing that they've tried has been effective, you know, so yikes, you know. Yeah, I'm thinking it, but pork chops does sound good. Yeah, she could fucking make me. I will leave. I don't even talk about Lawyer Boss, really. Let's be real. Because if I talk about her, I'm going to build her a platform, and I fucking refuse, bitch. You could go over there on Twitter. Still making no interaction over there. It's so embarrassing. What up, Hope? I hope everybody has a good night. Don't do anything I wouldn't do, you know. Don't be a piece of shit today. And please just, you don't have to engage with Tracy. Just watch it. That's all. Yes, that sounds so good. I appreciate y'all for the idea. Anyway. Have a good night. As soon as I get myself on a little bit of a schedule, I'll probably be around more. But I appreciate y'all, for real. Thank you for listening to me rant. Okay, I appreciate it. Y'all, check the reposts. Somebody put little villainisms shirt on their dog. Cutest thing I've ever seen. I reposted it today when she tagged me in it. Have a good night, guys.